Very nice moves, Crash. We'll get them in a big Coco. But hey everyone, I'm Thumbnail64 here, and today we are here for some more Crash the Times for the Nintendo DS. Now we're here for the second level, and I believe after that will be a boss that appears. You gotta remember, I haven't really been playing the game like that compared to the console versions. Especially after that co-op playthrough, it's like, I've just been wanting to play like more of the Crash of the Times in general. Minor Mutant, we'll talk about that when we get there, but let's just leave it at, it's not how I feel about this game. But yes, of course, you can't just push a button, you have to use this. Alright, and every time you use it after the fact, you pretty much just get like lower returns. Which is fine. Because remember, it's off of one-time purchase of the 100, not like you have to do 100 every time you want to pull. And this one's basically just 5 no matter what. Okay. A nice little departure, you know, just in case you want to try your luck for getting items. I don't plan on using that too much because I honestly don't really use the items like that in this game. Upgrades, on the other hand. Anyway, let's get started in Wumpa Jungle. Oh, heck yeah. Wait a minute. You know, I don't know why, but every time I hear about, like, this game's soundtrack, I always get taken aback to something like the attack game. Like, not even the attack games, but just the attack series in general. And I mean this for, like, the entire soundtrack. What the heck are you jumping for? What are you jumping for? Anyone else? No? No? Okay. Don't know where that screeching came from. I don't even know if that's actually a part of the soundtrack or not. Okay, I did see that shark. Actually, let me see. I don't think you have that... Yeah, you don't really have that much maneuverability to flicking as opposed to just using the button. This is one of those moments where it's like, I kind of wish they just focused on using the buttons for some of the moves as opposed to like trying to incorporate them for every villain. Well, not every villain, every mutant. Because like this whole section of the screen here could have been just focused on using for Aku. But no, we gotta use it just for the move that does pretty much the same thing while you can move the D-pad. I don't know. It's a common complaint that we have for DS, and it's been decades now, so I guess it's a bit retired at this point, but even then. I think I hear a mask. Not the bird, but I hear a mask. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely hear it now. See, on one hand, I want to keep putting those sections where I just kind of get stuck on it, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to risk falling through the goddamn floor. What? Just a random spot to stand on. You couldn't even get to, like, I couldn't even hear it.
Just be happy I don't have gas.
That's not saying much. And In a game like this, that's really not saying much. I'll get over here. Alright, I'm gonna keep him just in case. Forget the box. Oh, no, that's actually the end of this section. Okay. I just feel it just feels so weird that every time you use this, it just plays the sound. Okay. The only difference between this one is that you get it slightly let me try this. Slightly longer compared to just pressing the button. Like, again, it'd be fine if just holding it did the same thing, but nope. Nope, you have to do the screaming! Okay. More arena. Okay. I'll say this much. There's a reason why I'm not even talking much about the plot of this game, because, like, there is one more character where I feel like we need to meet before we get to that. And we will get there, but in due time. Because, like, while the game itself is fairly short, the levels do not feel so. But thankfully not in the bad way of it feeling like it just drags on. In fact, this is actually a good opportunity to show you the movesets you could just check here. I have no idea why they decided to stop the music. This is what I wanted to do. But you have to do it right. I think it's either right when you get attacked or like right before. Like frames before. And yes, you have to actually push the A button or the check just to check each one of these. Crash bashing, typhoon kick, and the bestiary here is where you can go for all of the enemies you encounter in the game. As you can see, it's only one page, so not many. Like, there's only 4 islands, each one with only 2 levels, so I'm not exactly expecting there to be like too many, but still, just something to point out. Oh yeah, something to note. When you have a mutant, you actually can't use any of the items that you, or most of them. Most of the items you can see in there. The only items you have is just to upgrade the health of the mutant. And the weird thing is that mutant's item you can actually still see for when you're just on Crash. Why they made it like this, I have no idea, but some people may argue it's part of the charm of this game. I just say it's whatever. Stop that. Stop that. I don't think it's possible to stun lock, but I've tried it multiple times before, and I haven't been opposed as much as I feel like I should be. What the heck was that? I know this game has some oddities, but like for one, what game doesn't? Can I actually hear the wind? Pretty neat detail. Come on, can I make it up there? Please! Guess not. Wait, actually, can I? Okay, no, it's not how it works. Like I was thinking, like it's like it predates Odyssey, like Mario Odyssey.
I am going bananas.
That's nice. Okay, let me check. Okay. Did that spider monkey come back? It did. And you also can't double jump when you jump on these things. Like, I know I'm just pointing out some comparatively minute differences going on here. Please understand that the main reason for it is just because of like how, oh, look at that. How much of a in-between this game is compared to pretty much any other version of Crash of the Titans. Not to mention, comparatively so to like, say, Mind Over Mutant of its DS version. Again, we'll get there when we get there. Like, look, it has hands. You can grab the ledge.
What have I got?
I don't think it's rubbery or anything either. I don't think that like hands are rubbery or anything. Anyway. More of these little puzzles here. Well, I mean, technically puzzles, but more so bonuses. I'll never, if there's one, like, I know people revere Crash 2, but if there's one thing I will never forgive that game for, is effectively encouraging treating bonuses where you try to get, like, extra lives and stuff like that, and turning it into, like, puzzles of their own. In some areas, it can be fun, but when it involves backtracking, it kind of loses that splendor for me. I don't know. Like, obviously not every bonus of, like, the game I'm clearly referencing here, is like that, but most of them are.
What have I got? What have I got? What have I got?
Move! Like, look at that range. I haven't even upgraded the flick yet. And yes, you can still guard with the mutants too, but I didn't pay no $50 to block. Oh my god! Alright, check this out. What the?
You reached the mojo goal for this level.
What was that? Okay, I guess leveling up the mutants here will work too, but let me focus on Crash.
Health upgrade. Are you sure? Whoa, out of control. Attack upgrade. Are you sure? Hooray for Crash. Health upgrade. Are you sure? Jack upgrade. Are you sure? Wow.
Okay, and yes, outside of the GBA version, this is our first look at Dingle in the Titan style.
Crash knows I'm up to something, so we need to make this quick. If my super amazing plan is going to work, I need each of you to do your part. You, begin construction on the parts I need. You, begin gathering fuel components. You, continue using the Mutato Raygun 3000 to turn cute animals into loyal mutants. You, Do what you can to slow down Crash Bandicoot. All right, let's get moving. I'll return to my mansion and continue work on my mojo extraction device. With it, I will drain these masks dry. Then, the mighty Cortex bot will become operational. Never again will the world mock Neo Periwinkle Cortex!
A Cortex bot? I mean, like, he's made machines before, but a bot? We went from mutants to now just bots? Trust me, that's not even the ridiculous part. You just have to see it.
G'day, Crash. I know what you're thinking. Oh look, it's Dingadile again. Same old, same old. Well, mate, I have a shiny new gun, and I'm tougher than ever.
Okay, so his pattern, you're gonna have to, there was something I believe you have to do for this. Oh yeah, you have to use Immune's ability for it. And unfortunately, it's one of those bosses where it's like... Unfortunately, it's one of those bosses where it's like, once you know what to do, the rest of it becomes easier from here. Oh yeah, and if you even dare try to get too close, he'll just shoot like crazy at you. Okay, I can't hit him like that. And he still gets a hit in? Okay.
No junk in my trunk.
I don't need to know that. I'll say the music is cool at least. Like, I haven't really got much to really put on here for Dingodile. And now we just get our free stuff for all 10 seconds. Okay, before we get to the next island and end the video from here, let me show you what we got for this event, which is just steering. Yes, all we're doing is we are literally just steering the freaking whale-elephant here with touch controls. Like, it doesn't look that bad, because all you really have to do is, like, if you feel like you're losing a little bit of a grip on the touch, all you have to really do is just, like, let go, and you'll be recalibrated. But, come on, bro. All I'm doing is just running around in this, like, empty arena here, looking for some of the masks, and get as much of the mojo as we can. And this is like a fairly huge area too. So, like, if you listen in very carefully, you can hear whatever masks you're missing. Like, It's just weird because like all it is just running around like this, but you know, with the DS, we absolutely got to get it everywhere. I don't even know if in fact, I talked about the whole marketing thing with the last part, with the crazy commercials of the Crash of the Times. I'm not sure if the DS version had any kind of like specific commercials, or if there were any specific commercials outside of just those godforsaken animated shorts that has admittedly way too much effort into. Like that stuff they could put into like a whole show on Netflix or whatever, but. And yes, believe it or not, Netflix was around at that time too.
You found all the tiki masks for this level.
At least that's one indicator that you have them all. And of course, just from completing it. Now, before we do that, do we have enough for any upgrades? No.
Uncle wants me to use his Mutato Ray Gun 3000 to turn all the creatures here into loyal minions. He must really trust me to let me do something so important to his plan. I'd better get started.
For the first time since Twinsanity, or rather a long time since Twinsanity, we can now play as Nina Cortex. Her entire gameplay is just shooting the cute creatures into mutants. If you run low, you gotta use the touchscreen here. Get recharged. Now you don't even have to worry about homing in. It just automatically does it for you. All you have to do is just get there. Now for these levels, there aren't anything you really are missing from this. If you don't back off, I wasn't even touched. What was that? Okay. What is that? I'm not even near you. Ah! Oh, frick. Out of ammo. Okay, let me step here real quick. Is it shooting bananas? What's going on here? And for some reason that counts. Okay. I got two more. Just get me out of this weird place.
Wait a minute. I'm not battling Crash Bandicoot. I'm not guarding a valuable resource. I'm not hatching a cunning plan for world domination. I'm a hench person. No! But I don't want to be a hench person! I'm not gonna let Uncle make me just another hench person! In fact, this whole plan is stupid. I'm going to take over.
Not the craziest first impression, but again, it's not going to be super crazy right out the gate. But here's the crazy part. Here's the map of the entire game with the 4 islands we need. In the freaking center that you see right here on the bottom screen is a whole dancing fool. That is, and yes, if you even dare to touch this controls and just do it normally, you have to use the touch touch screen to move them over. In fact, let me show you. Let's get a good look around now. It's kind of like Sonic Rush Adventure if y'all have ever played that. And no, there's no camera control, so you can't really see the whole thing here. But like, yes, this giant dancing fool of a robot is the Cortex bot he was mentioning. This is it. He's trying to put all the attention on a dancing bot. And believe it or not, I'm not even moving it. It's literally just this slow. So this is probably the first and last time I'm drawing like this. Anyway, we're here for Insanity Island. In the next part, we'll begin taking on these levels as well as the boss. We're not sure who it is because I'm sure the background won't give you any indicator of who it could possibly be. So, with that being said, you'll have to the first sign out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural fuel. So stay tuned to Just Ready Alive. And of course, as always, stay warped. Stay warped!